After all these years, it's hard to believe we're approaching the final chapter of Outlander. It's bittersweet on one hand, saying goodbye to such an epic journey is heartbreaking. But on the other, the anticipation for Season 8 has never been higher. What twists await Jamie and Claire? What surprises do the cast and creators have in store? And most importantly, when can we finally watch the trailer we've all been waiting for? Stick with me as I break down everything we know so far: plot details, cast updates, the release date, and more. Every good story has to come to an end, they always do. But we're going to go out with a bang and tell the story the way it should be. Let's dive into the plot first, because, trust me, things are more complex, intense, and thrilling than ever before. If you thought past seasons were dramatic, Season 8 is shaping up to be a roller coaster of emotions. As you may recall, the Season 7 finale left us on the edge of our seats as Jamie, Claire, and young Ian, though at this point, let's be real. We should probably just call him Ian, since we tragically lost the original set out for Fraser's Ridge. But they weren't alone in this journey. Rachel was by Ian's side, a sign that their story is far from over. And just when we thought we had all the pieces in place, another familiar face unexpectedly joined them, none other than Fanny. Her presence raises so many questions. What role will she play in their new chapter? Will her past catch up with her, bringing new dangers to Fraser's Ridge? One thing's for sure, this final season is gearing up to be a gripping farewell filled with unexpected twists and emotional reunions. Season 7's finale was an absolute banger. Just like Jamie and Claire, we thought Faith was dead and buried in France. But the Season 7 finale teased the possibility that she may have actually survived and given birth to two beautiful girls, Jane and Fanny. This turn of events definitely delivered a huge shock, not just to casual viewers, but even to the book readers. And let's be honest here, it's not easy to surprise them. According to Sam Heughan, this twist poses a lot of questions, and it's something we, the audience, might see played out for much of Season 8. So it means that this wasn't just a weird coincidence, but actually has a deeper story to be told. Dominique Pignon, the actor who plays Master Raymond earlier, revealed that they gave him a call so he could make another reappearance in Season 8. The interesting part is that his scene won't be with Claire. Does that mean we'll have some flashback scenes that explain what happened to Faith? Because that would be incredible. What are your theories about Faith? Let's discuss in the comments below. Besides the truth about Faith, there's a lot to be uncovered in Season 8. Diana Gabaldon, our brilliant author, earlier revealed that the final season will mainly focus on the 9th book. Go tell the bees that I am gone. If you think that's all, you're dead wrong, because Season 8 will also include certain parts from Book 10. So, what else will happen in Season 8? Let's see. Based on the book, the Revolutionary War is getting closer to Fraser's Ridge, and you know our action-addicted Jamie can't stay too far from it. In the battle, he gets badly injured. But don't worry, with a little miracle, Claire manages to save him. I'm curious about how this will play out, though. Will it make Claire relate to Master Raymond more? Will she finally discover her true potential? We'll see. Meanwhile, Roger is about to achieve his dream of becoming a minister. But things go downhill when he and Brianna realize they're being stalked by someone from another time. I'm telling you, these two just can't have a peaceful moment. It's like, let them live their lives, for God's sake. As the story unfolds, we witness Ian, Rachel, and Jenny embarking on a journey north in search of Ian's first wife, a twist that raises more questions than answers. Now, this is where things get really intriguing. The last time we checked, Rachel was pregnant, which makes this trip all the more puzzling. Why would Ian, a man deeply devoted to Rachel and their unborn child, set off on a mission to track down his ex-wife? Could it be that something tragic has happened to her, forcing Ian to reclaim a child he never knew existed? Or is there an unfinished chapter in his past that he needs to close before fully embracing his future with Rachel? One thing's for sure, this storyline is bound to be filled with tension, emotional revelations, and perhaps even shocking consequences that will test Ian's loyalty, Rachel's trust, and the strength of their bond. Whatever the reason, this unexpected detour is sure to be one of the season's most gripping and emotionally charged plotlines. And Jenny, I'll talk about her in a few minutes. Just stick with me, please. Another thing we may get to see in Season 8 is the broken relationship between Jamie and Lord John. Again, Sam has a few words to say about their relationship. I mean, what would we do without Sam and his interviews? According to him, there's a lot for them to work through, and it could take a long time for them to be playing chess again. At this point, I should say that Jamie and Lord John care about each other no matter what. Yes, they're both stubborn as hell, but I know for a fact that if something happens to either one of them, the other will come for a rescue. But what do you think? In Season 8, will they be able to forget what happened and move on? Or did their friendship end for good? And as for William, I think their little adventure to save Jane brought them closer. But they still have a long way to go. It takes time to heal, and William has been feeling pretty lost. But with everything that has happened, I believe William feels closer to Jamie, even though he would definitely deny it. Sam says, and I quote, "It's nice to see them in the final episode of Season 7 working together as a team. And I think in that moment, you see how good they could be together." Okay, here's a spoiler for you all. Through the end of Book 9, William arrives at Fraser's Ridge to ask for Jamie's help in saving Lord John from Captain Ezekiel Richardson. Well, his real name is Michael Hain, another time traveler who captured Lord John to force John's brother. I believe in Season 8, we'll see this storyline play out, allowing the Jamie, William, and John trio to finally find peace. Each other in leaked Season 8 photos, we see Lord John with Claire and Jamie. I'm guessing these scenes were shot after William and Jamie saved him, because look at that beard, that's unexpected. But what really messed with my head was an excerpt from Book 10. I glanced over my shoulder. Jamie had gone into the study. And how is Lord John these days? "I wish I knew," he meaning William said, his face and voice both suddenly bleak. Does that mean they saved Lord John? William returned to the ridge, and both Jamie and William stopped talking to him? Like, what's going on here? My theory is this: after saving Lord John, they all returned to Fraser's Ridge. Then something else happens. William and Lord John's relationship worsens due to an unknown event. Ultimately, John decides to leave. But that's just my theory. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm dying to discuss it. I know we're all hyped about Season 8 since it's the final season, but we're also looking forward to getting that ending right. According to producer Meryl Davis, the ending will be both satisfying and emotional, leaving fans very pleased. Now, does this mean Jamie and Claire will finally get the peace they deserve after everything they've been through? Honestly, I can't help but hope for a beautiful, quiet ending for them, a life where love, family, and legacy take center stage. Picture this: Jamie and Claire, older but still deeply in love, sitting on their front porch at Fraser's Ridge, the golden glow of the evening sun casting a warm light over their land. Laughter fills the air as little Jemmy, Mandy, and Ian and Rachel's child run barefoot through the grass, their giggles echoing like music. Jamie watches them with that familiar twinkle in his eye, while Claire, her silver curls catching the light, rests her hand gently over his. A lifetime of battles and reunions leading them to this very moment. Bree and Roger emerge from the house, carrying trays of food, while Rachel and Ian set the table, exchanging smiles that hint at their own love story still unfolding. Maybe even Jenny is there, reminiscing about the past with a knowing smirk. It's a picture of everything Jamie and Claire fought for: peace, family, and a future built on love rather than war. Okay, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, lost in my own dream of the perfect ending. But after everything they've endured, every separation, every war, every heartbreak, don't they deserve this? If only we could freeze time and give them the happily ever after they've earned. On the other hand, I don't think it'll be that simple. In the final episode, we may witness either Jamie or Claire's death, followed by a scene that explains Jamie's ghost. Now, pause this video and tell me about your perfect ending. After that, we can continue with the cast news. Okay, welcome back. In Season 8, we'll have some fresh faces along with familiar ones we've been missing. Yes, I'm talking about Fergus and Marcelie. Both Sarah Domboy and Lauren Lyle are set to return for Season 8. Know what else we have? Some old cast members. Should we say hi to them? You want to? Well, they're too busy. Not going to lie. Their return makes me more hopeful about Season 8. The sad news is that we won't have Kristen Atherton as Jenny in the final season. According to co-showrunner Matthew B. Roberts, they had to make some sacrifices with side stories to focus more on Jamie and Claire. He said, "The brief was nothing that doesn't affect Jamie and Claire gets in. It's got to affect Jamie and Claire. When you have 10 episodes, you have to stay literally on track." To his credit, 10 episodes aren't enough to fit every single book storyline. But on the other hand, I'd love to see Jenny at Fraser's Ridge. What about new faces? We have Carla Woodcock as Amaranthus Grey, a new member of the Grey family. Besides Carla, we'll have Kieran Bew as Captain Charles Cunningham, a retired British soldier. And finally, his mother, Althea, portrayed by Frances Tomalty. At first, I was a bit upset, thinking they might shift focus from major characters. But after Matthew's words, I'm now excited to see what they bring to the table. Now, I can hear you saying, give me something, anything about the release date. In September 2024, Outlander wrapped filming Season 8. Now, it's in post-production, meaning there are still a few things to be done. On March 4, Sam posted an emotional video on Instagram, saying that he had just finished the last ADR, the re-recording of dialogue. Yeah, very emotional and very excited for the fans to see the final episode. It's going to be quite an emotional one. But I know you're going to love it. Thank you, Jamie, thank you, Sam, for delivering such an incredible character. Okay, I'm not going to cry. This means Season 8 is in the late post-production stage, so we should be getting an announcement for the release date soon. Now that we know the prequel Blood of My Blood will air in the summer of 2025, I believe we may get Season 8 in either late 2025 or early 2026. As for the trailer, I'm sorry, but it's still too soon to tell. Earlier, Starz gave us a teaser where we hear Jamie telling Claire, "When the day shall come that we do part, if my last words are not, I love you, you can know it's because I didn't have time." Then he proceeds to kiss Claire's hand. I'm telling you, he knows how to be a lover for sure. When the full trailer finally drops, I expect it to hit us right in the feels with some deeply emotional moments, especially between Claire, Fanny, and Jamie. Their bond has been growing stronger, and I wouldn't be surprised if the trailer teases some heart-wrenching scenes that set the stage for the final season's drama. But beyond that, I have a strong feeling we'll witness Jamie facing yet another brutal battle, possibly getting injured in the chaos. And here's a wild thought. What if the trailer gives us a glimpse into the future? Imagine seeing Claire and Jamie in their 80s, weathered by time, but still deeply in love. It would be incredible to see their journey come full circle, reminding us that even after all the battles, separations, and hardships, Their love truly stands the test of time. What do you want to see in the Season 8 trailer? Let me know in the comments below, and watch this video next.